All right, well, now to entertainment news and Rick's reviews. And of course, we wanted to bring in Rick special to talk all about the Oscars. We had you here Friday.
Right.
Talking both on Sunrise and at noon about some predictions. You said it would be very hard to call this year, and you called it.
Yeah, but look, when you introduced me, I'm the KGT entertainment expert, not the guy who just knows a few things.
Right.
And so I'm very proud that I hit almost every prediction I made. The only one I missed was for Best Animated Film. But I have said from the very beginning, I love The Wild Robot. That's one of the best films of the year. When I made my top 10, it was tops there. So I'm standing by that. Otherwise, Anora did exactly what I thought it was going to do. It got Best Picture. Sean Baker, the director, pulled off something that nobody else has ever done in Oscar history, picking up 4 awards for the same film. Again, it's just an example of Hollywood really embraced the independent film. This is a movie that was made for just under $7 million. It's shot in 21 days. And compare that to something like Wicked, where $7 million is the catering budget. Yeah. And so, there's a lot of respect for this. I thought the show overall was okay. I thought Conan was okay. There were a couple things I cringed at. I absolutely hated the use of the celebrity presenter complimenting the people being, when Robert Downey came out, he talked big about each one of the 5 people that were nominated for Best Supporting Actor. That all felt forced, especially in a category where you saw somebody actually reading the teleprompter, so you knew it wasn't real. So I hated that. And then because the show ran long, got bloated as they always do, we get to the Best Actor and Best Actress. They don't do that. It's just, here's the Best Actor, here's the Best Actress. So it's a show that just cannot figure out. We don't need to weigh down the beginning. And again, I'm sure many of you saw that opening 3 numbers, that performance of the song from Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, and The Wicked. I thought they were great performances, but what did they have to do with this year's Oscars? Yeah. It was one of those situations where it's like, we've got 9 minutes, and we're not even into the show. Yeah. And so, as much as I like the performances, if this was supposed to be a tribute to L.A., why not come out and sing I Love L.A.?
Yes.
And again, the tributes to L.A. were very thin at this case. We did little shots at the beginning, little film clips. We brought out those first responders to do jokes. Look, I would have had a first responder walk out with every presenter. Yes. And the first responder should have handed the Oscar to the winner. Yes. Would have been just a subtle way to remind us we are paying tribute to the people who deserve to be tributed more than an actor. But, they sort of missed out on that. So generally it was not a bad show. It went as way as I predicted, so I'm going to take credit for that. But I looked for overnight rating numbers. Last year it was 20 million people who watched. Far below 1972, which had 83 million viewers. That was your Godfather and Cabaret were up. But we're never going to see those kind of numbers again. Yeah. So we're hoping to see whether, it'll be interesting to see if this goes up from the 20 million or goes back down to those numbers we were having during COVID.
Yeah, and we knew that it was going to be hard after the fires, but to see that the numbers still weren't great, even with people supporting Hollywood and the industry, is hard to swallow.
What I've loved to see, what they could have done was shown us a guy who maybe was an assistant director who lost his house, or somebody who was a gaffer who lost their whole store where they shop. You could have built in a real tribute to Southern California with the people, and not just show us a film clip of, oh, these are the movies shot in L.A. Well, I knew that. Yeah. I wanted a tribute, and I feel like they were just too safe with it. They should have pushed harder.
I think you're right. I was expecting a lot more.
I was too.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll have you back on Friday.
Yep.
Always look forward to your Friday reviews. What are we talking about?
Oh, I don't know yet.
We'll figure it out on Friday. Thank you, Rick. Okay.